Steins Gate originally started as a visual novel game developed by 5PB and Nitro Plus. The game was released on October 2009 for the Xbox 360 and later released on other platforms like Windows and Sony consoles. The development team described the game as a hypothetical science adventure. The gameplay in Steins Gate follows a linear plotline which offers predetermined scenarios with different courses of interaction. It's actually the second game in 5PB and Nitro Plus science adventure series that currently consists of 4 main visual novel games: Chaos Head, Steins Gate, Robotic Notes and Chaos Child, all of which have their own spin-offs and manga and anime adaptations. All of them take place within the same universe but at different times. On September 2009, Sorachi Yomi illustrated the manga adaptation, and later in mid-July of 2010, Shiyomaru Shikura, the CEO of 5PB, announced the adaptation of Steins Gate into an anime that was later produced and broadcasted in 2011 by White Fox Studio, who are also known for the production of Akame ga Kill. Although the anime series is faithful to the game, it's essentially a more compressed version of the main plot. It doesn't cover any of the bad endings and cuts out a lot of Akabe's internal dialogue and tweaks the story to fit better. So if you want to explore Steins Gate universe and experience all the possible endings, you will need to play the game.
Hold on to me.
Steins Gate manga has many spin-offs which are in the point of view of different characters. Although some of them doesn't occur in the same timeline as the main manga, they are still an interesting read. Steins Gate Death Ring Rebellion, the manga focuses on Suzuha Amane as it tells the events of the story from her point of view. Steins Gate Love/Hate, which is illustrated by Takeshi, it takes the point of view of Yugo Tennoji, who is the shopkeeper. And Steins Gate The World's Strongest Slight Fever, which focuses on the main heroine Kurisu Mikase as the events are told from her point of view. There's also a manga adaptation of the drama CD, which is Steins Gate Aishin Mizu no Babel, that also is told from Kurisu's perspective.
Hold on to me.
The story of John Titor in Steins Gate is based from real life. John Titor was the username of a real person who posted a series of threads on various bulletin boards during the years 2000 and 2001. He claimed to be a soldier from the year 2036, sent to 1975 to retrieve an IBM 5100. This computer, developed by IBM, could use an IBM proprietary language that he needed to prevent the year 2038 problem, similar to the Y2K problem, which is also known as the Millennium Bug. He needed this computer to debug some legacy computer programs. Titor had been selected for this mission specifically given that his paternal grandfather was directly involved with the assembly and programming of the IBM 5100. He claimed he stopped over in the year of 2000 for personal reasons, visiting his family and recovering photos which were lost during the Civil War. One of his predictions is worldwide nuclear war to happen in 2015, killing around 3 billion people. This is similar to the future of Suzuha in Beta Worldline World War III. John Titor stated his time machine is called C204 Gravity Distortion Time Displacement Unit. C2 stands for 1967 Corvette C2 Stingray automobile, which is the car used to hide Titor's time machine. 04 refers to 4 cesium clocks used to measure time dilation. The name of the time machine in Steins Gate Beta Worldline is C204, aka Christina, so there's a similarity there. Furthermore, the Worldline theory is really similar to John Titor's many world interpretation, which he claimed to be true. The only difference in the anime is that there is only one active world and other infinite worlds are potential. So when you travel to another world line, the old world line will cease to exist and become potential, and the new one will be the active world.
Hold on to me.
Steins Gate also has many references to Our World and other time traveling series and shows. In an interview, Chiyomaru stated, "I've mentioned this before, but I really love Back to the Future 1 and 2. I think there's something really neat about how scenes in 1 showed up in 2 from different viewpoint. I'm hoping I can generate the same kind of excitement among gamers in Steins Gate as well." In respect, in the anime there are a few references to Back to the Future. In episode 6, when they are deciding on the past male name, Daru votes the male who leapt through time, which is in fact a reference to an anime title called The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. In turn, Mayuri also votes Back to the Male, which is a reference to the movies Back to the Future, and afterwards DeLorean Male, and that is a reference to Doc's car from Back to the Future movies. In the end, it was shortened to D-Male. There are also quite other few references. In episode 18, when Okarin, also known as Akabe, goes onto the web search to search up information about where to take someone on a date, the website he used was a parody of Google. Also, when Kurusu Mikase brings Akabe some new clothes for his date, the bags she brings them back with are from Uniqlo, a real clothing store that has many locations around the world. In episode 12, Okabe says the cake is a lie, which is a reference to the video game series Portal created by Valve. The future gadgets have a lot of references too, such as the future gadget 1, the bit particle cannon is a reference to the mega particle cannon of a mobile suit in the Gundam series. Future gadget 2, a bamboo copter, is a camera alternative edition and is a reference to the bamboo copter of Doraemon. Future Gadget 4, Mode Snake, is a reference to Metal Gear Solid Rising. Future Gadget 6, the Siloom Saber, is a reference to the lightsaber of Star Wars. Future Gadget 8, Phone Wave, is a reference to Einstein's anti-telephone theory. And obviously, the one we've all noticed is DK Pepper, which is also a reference to Dr. Pepper in real life.
Hold on to me.
Science, organizations and various theories in Steins Gate are based from our world, one being the Reading Steiner. There is a common held belief that some people have retained similar alternative memories from a parallel universe. This is called the Barenstein effect, aka the Mandela effect. The year 2000 problem, also known as Y2K, was a real life fear where every computer related stuff wouldn't work when the year 2000 came. People feared that if all computers in the world shut down at once, it would create a major chaos to the world. Although Steins Gate's story rarely mentions Y2K, it's actually a major event which causes a divergence point, just like in 2010. Also, Y2K plays a big role in Steins Gate drama CD Gamma, where Okabe was a rounder. Organization like CERN is also similar to SERN in the anime, as both are located in Geneva within the border of France and Switzerland. Also, they both have a Large Hadron Collider, the world's largest particle accelerator. In episode 3, Daru said that many people say CERN is able to create micro black holes, but they publicly denied it. John Titor claimed that CERN creates a micro black hole in 2001 and that they created a time machine in 2034. Many people suspect CERN are presently creating a micro black holes, but in 2001 they publicly denied it. Even tools like the divergence meter displayed is based off a Nixie tube which exists in real life. It is used in displaying numbers of scientific equipment in the 1970s, but slowly is being replaced by LED because of its conveniency.
Hold on to me.
All of 5PB and Nitro Plus Science Adventure series exists in the same universe, but on different times or world lines. Chaos Head is 1 year before Steins Gate. Robotic Notes events happen 9 years after Steins Gate. The events of Chaos Head are consistent with the events of Steins Gate within the beta worldline of divergence ratio 1.13. Steins Gate and Robotic Notes exist on Steins Gate worldline divergence ratio 1.04. Steins Gate was also originally in the same worldline as Chaos Head, which changed after Okabe sent the first D-mail and passed to another worldline. There are also multiple Steins Gate references in Chaos Head, and there are multiple Steins Gate references in Robotics. For example, there is a mention of a lightning fast Nightheart, which is the MMORPG persona of Chaos Head protagonist Takumi. In the Steins Gate game, it's mentioned that Takumi was also looking for the IBM 5100. Kurusu explains the time leap machine concept to Okabe using Nozumi's papers from Chaos Head as well. Furthermore, Robotic Note connects the two series a bit more by revealing that the Committee of 300 are the driving force between the major events of all three series. Nei from Steins Gate appears as an adult in Robotic Note. Daru and Kurusu show up on the Twippo network in Robotic Note as Dash. Furthermore, in the anime of Steins Gate, Kurisu posts in an channel under the handle name Kurikame Kurigohan and Kamehameha. She was talking about the differences and limitations of 2D and 3D. Her handle name Kurigohan and Kamehameha is obviously based off Dragon Ball Z, in particular.
Hold on to me.
As of December 10th, 2015, Steins Gate Zero visual novel game was released by 5PB's Chiyomaru Shikara, announced on Twitter that the adventure game was sold more than 100,000 copies on its first day. He also announced that overall the entire series has now sold more than 1 million copies. Steins Gate Zero, according to Chiyomaru, is a true sequel which will include stories from all 3 Steins Gate novels as well as from some drama CDs. Although it is canon, it is narratively not taking place after the ending of the original story we see in the anime, but technically just before it. So, after Okabe accidentally stabs Kurisu, he and Suzuha go back to Daru and Mayuri and feel terrible, and refuses to use the time machine again. In the timeline we see in the series, Mayuri slaps him and gives him a pep talk, and then Suzuha tells him to watch the video he recently received from future Okabe. This motivates him to use the time machine again and save the day. In Steins Gate Zero version, the one we're waiting on, there is no future Okabe to make that video, so he doesn't receive the video from the future. He goes on being miserable until he figures out how he can go back and save Kurisu, and he eventually becomes the future Okabe, who afterwards, 15 years later, builds the time machine and sends the video back to present Okabe we see in the anime series. Zero is the other half of the story that explores events from the Beta Attractor Field future that contributes in making the end of the original story possible. The story takes place starting in November 2010 in the Beta Attractor Field outside of Steins Gate. It depicts that Rintaro Okabe, who had given up on saving Kurisu Mikase after his first horrific failed attempt. Caught in despair, Okabe abandons his Hohenheim Kyoman persona and tormented by flashbacks of Kurisu's death and the incidents of the Alpha Worldlines. The game comes with a download code for an HD remastered version of the original Steins Gate visual novel on the PlayStation 4. But if you guys are not a fan of the game, don't panic, as an anime adaptation of Steins Gate Zero has also been greenlit for production, and a teaser on the 2nd of December 2015, an episode called 23B opened up the missing link was released. This episode serves as a prequel to Steins Gate Zero, and it is a must watch for all of us. We just went balls deep in Steins Gate. Please press the like button and share this with all the fans, and make sure you press the subscribe button, and you know, cop that game, cop Steins Gate Zero when it comes out and translated in English, or you know, just watch a let's play video. Maybe we will do some one day. So anyway guys, check out our other videos, and I hope to see you, and see you later. Talking in the beginning, the whole time I was just thinking, what is this guy on about? This guy's I'm just thinking, I don't like the way this guy talks. What is this tuturu bitch saying? Yeah, she keeps saying tuturu. I was like, get lost with your tuturu. I don't want it tuturu.
Oh my god, I like her though. She's kind of cute.
No, towards the end, I'm not gonna lie, I cared about her. I liked her character. I actually like saying tuturu now. Like tuturu, like I don't mind saying it.